Okay, I just finished watching Revenge of the Sith, rewatching, because that's my favorite film of all time, and once again, it proves that real Star Wars needs to come back to this universe. Like, when I say real Star Wars, like, I mean the original six. Okay, I could say some of the other Disney stuff is counts as real Star Wars too, but when we're talking about George Lucas Star Wars, like real core George Lucas Star Wars, the original six. And Revenge of the Sith just made me cry multiple times, and it just really symbolizes that emotional weight that the older projects had. Even though some of the new projects have that, like I'd say Clone Wars season 7, I personally like Andor. I thought season 2 ended well. Season 1 was good, and yeah, but dude, like real Star Wars, it used to mean something. Like it used to feel amazing watching it. Not just the music, the John Williams soundtrack, the action, the story, how relatable it was, and Revenge of the Sith. Oh my god, it gets better and more relatable as time goes on, and whew, just such an epic film. It's like Revenge of the Sith is just my favorite film. It's like films like Infinity War and Endgame from Marvel are amazing, but they're just not Revenge of the Sith. Like Revenge of the Sith was that event film way before those Marvel films came out. And Revenge of the Sith came out in like 2005. I was born then, so I was born like shortly after this film came out. But I loved this film when I was younger. I rewatched this film a lot, like a few years ago, and I still rewatch it to this day. The story of like how Darth Vader got made through the fear of losing his loved one, Padme, just insane. I was like, bro, mental health needs to be really looked at in depth and really taken seriously because you can really lose yourself. You can end up like Anakin if you follow the wrong path. Anakin feared losing Padme so hard and he didn't have as much guidance to the point that he got seduced by Palpatine and now he's guilty, feeling sorry for everything he has done. Just killing younglings, killing everyone in the Jedi Temple, just going against his morals and absolutely changing as a person at his core, and to see him suffer so hard to the point where his burning was arguably less suffering than the internal depression he was going through within that movie. Whew, just such a beautiful story, and I will always love Revenge of the Sith. And I know Disney had some good projects. Like I loved Rogue One. I thought that film was emotional, but it's not the same. Like even a film like Return of the Jedi, like evokes so much like emotion to the point where it's clear as day the difference, you know. And I understand why people have checked out, they've stopped caring, but I just love Star Wars so much, and I feel like it's a franchise that's touched me so emotionally and so integral to me. Like it's so important to me. Like I hold it close to my heart. Oh my goodness, bro. And I watched Revenge of the Sith when it re-released again this 2025, and it was amazing. It was so great seeing it on the big screen, and yeah, I don't know, but hopefully now that Kathleen Kennedy has stepped down and Dave Filoni is taking place at helm, we can get some great emotional Star Wars because he like was working on like Clone Wars season 7. You know that Anakin episode in Ahsoka was great. Luke Skywalker popping back up in The Mandalorian. Whew, one of the best Disney Star Wars moments. So yeah, I just really hope real Star Wars comes back, and it might not fully come back, but with Dave at helm, it shows that it might be more frequent now. Real Star Wars would be more frequent or something closer to George Lucas Star Wars, and yeah, because I really want Star Wars back. Really, I don't like these projects that just break the law and make no sense, like a child with crayons writing the script, or someone who's never heard of Star Wars in their life, who's just watched the original six for the first time at the helm of the script. Like, no, I don't like that type of Star Wars. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show type Star Wars. The Book of Boba Fett type Star Wars, where they, like, bring back Grogu after he just left him, after an emotional scene, like how he had to give away Grogu to Luke. They now want to bring him back from Luke and go back with Mando, and they made like a mediocre season 3. I don't like that Star Wars. I don't like the sequel trilogy Star Wars where Palpatine somehow comes back from the dead and Rey in Disney's eyes is the chosen one. Like I don't like that Star Wars. That makes no sense. Like that acolyte. What were they doing with those twin sisters? And they somehow got born without a father. Therefore, they were conceived by the Force when Anakin's supposed to be the only one. No, I'm fed up of that Star Wars. I'm fed up of Reva surviving lightsaber stabs. Yes, as a youngling and as an adult. I'm fed up of shit not feeling like Star Wars music, the visuals. Like Kenobi, the shaky cam, the visuals, nah. We need to change it up. So, yeah. May the force be with you.